Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Merv Cartwright Medal. The live stream is underway. We have a massive night coming your way as we celebrate what has been another great year for your mighty Penrith Panthers. Firstly, thank you for your ongoing support through season 2022. Another stellar season for this great club. They're reigning premiers, they're minor premiers. The big question, can they go back to back? We'll find out in the next couple of weeks. We have plenty coming your way tonight. We will find out who the Merv Cartwright medalist is as the best player for season 2022. The Ben Alexander Rookie of the Year award as well, plus the John Farragher Award, your Members Player of the Year award, and the Club Person of the Year award, all coming your way. But let's kick off tonight with our first guest, Panthers Chairman Peter Graham. Peter, thank you so much for joining us. This is a very special night for the club. What does the Merv Cartwright Medal night mean to you?
Oh, it means so much. This club, Zach, has a rich history of, struggling early on, our fans just committing to the club. It's just marvellous, and that's been the story all the way through. So tonight's a wonderful celebration of all of those things. You know the great news, though, next year when we hold this, it'll be in the new convention centre, and we'll be able to have 1,000 people there. Not the limits we've got tonight.
So the Panthers are thriving on field and off it as well. You just touched on the fans. So many of them are watching at home, and they've endured a tough couple of years. I remember ground announcing to nobody. There were literally no fans allowed in. Then they trickled back when they were allowed a couple of thousand. And to see the joint absolutely rocking on Friday night against the Eels, Battle of the West, and the right result, of course. You must be so proud to see these passionate fans week in, week out turn out to support their mighty Panthers.
Absolutely, Zach. Now, my wife and I went to the first game Penrith ever played here at Penrith Park, as it was then, and every year since we've followed them, and you get the same thing. The wonderful people of Penrith have just showed such resilience through all of these problems. I think it bleeds through into the team as well. You know, they pick up the flavour of the people who love this place.
What did Friday night's win mean to you? 27-8, it was really tense there for a while. Nathan Cleary returned, a lot of question marks whether he'd have some rust. No rust at all. A field goal, a couple of try assists, almost perfect with the boot. And I interviewed him afterwards and he just said, I just love being back, forget the rest. I love playing with these guys. As chairman of the club, beating the rivals, the arch rivals, the Eels, it must have been sweet.
Oh, look, I'm incredibly proud of our boys, but also our supporters, because they lifted the guys throughout that whole game. Now, you know, Parramatta are our arch rivals, but they're a very good team of footballers. So it was great to see our boys play hard on Friday night and then come away with the win. But in the dressing sheds afterwards, there was no sense that we've done it. You know, Ivan and the team are really clear about the fact there's more work to do.
Yeah, the constant message in my role as a journalist that I keep asking the boys, I say, how can you get it done? How can you get it done? Or, you know, how much did you celebrate the minor premiership? And they just kept saying, the job is not done, the job is not done.
Exactly.
How proud will you be if they can go back to back? Only one team's done it in the NRL era.
Yeah, well, you know, as well as having the privilege of being chairman, I'm simply another Panther supporter, and I'll be incredibly proud if they can do it again. It's a tough gig. It's a tough gig to become minor premiers. It's a tough gig to get in the top four. It's tough to be able to play so well, you get 2 weeks off. All of that's tough, but Zach, they're up for it.
So we know that the prelim final, the Panthers, will take place at a core stadium Saturday week from now. So what's your message to all the Panthers members and fans sitting at home? Because that is a big stadium and we don't want one seat empty.
Yeah, guys, we need to fill that stadium with Panthers supporters, with your gear on, with your flags waving. Let's turn it into a real event and bring the boys home to the grand final.
Because it's either going to be the Sharkies or the Rabbitohs, and they're two big fan bases as well.
Wonderful clubs, you know, with great players, classic players. Whoever we play, our boys are up for it, there's no doubt.
And just back on tonight, do you have a tip for the Merv Cartwright medalist? Nathan, he's a back-to-back champion, but he's missed a lot of footy this year. Isaiah Yeo, he missed a couple of games with Origin. We had 7 Origin players out this year. They missed a bit of footy. And some of the other guys, like Jerome Luai, who was right up there, no doubt, in the count, had a knee injury towards the back end of the year.
Yeah. Well, look, it'd be entirely inappropriate for me to suggest that Dylan Edwards will win tonight. So I won't say that.
Okay, so Dylan Edwards won't win it?
No.
Well, Peter, it's great to be joined by you here tonight. It's been great to have you on board as chairman for the last, well, I think it was March you came on board. And go and enjoy your night. It's been a great season. Hopefully, when I next speak to you, you're a premiership winning chairman.
Good on you. Thanks, Zach.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you. Good night, everyone.
That's our chairman, Peter Gray. Make sure you stay tuned. As I said, Greg Alexander, he will be hosting the official ceremony from just behind me, just after 7 o'clock. That kicks off. In the meantime, though, we'll be catching up with players and coaches and a couple of other people here throughout the night. So kick back, relax, enjoy tonight, hopefully from the comfort of your own couch. The live stream coming back to you shortly. Welcome back to the live stream for the 2022 Merv Cartwright Medal. Thank you to all of our fans and members for joining us for what is a very, very special night. We will later this evening crown the best player for season 2022, plus a couple of other special awards as well. And who better to speak to about another stellar season for this great club than the mastermind behind it all, the coach. He's a premiership winner, of course. I love to say that. You love to hear it, Ivan Cleary. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks, Zach. Good to be here.
It's a great night, isn't it? I mean, so much success over the last couple of years, but to get everyone in the room, usually it's after the season. We've done it a couple of weeks early, but it is a very special night for this great club.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit, I wouldn't say weird, but obviously there's so much to do in the season, but it's a great chance to celebrate what has been an awesome season for our club, not just for our NRL side, but the cup team and flag, and hopefully, we try to be a source of pride for our community, and hopefully we've done that.
They say winning is infectious, but does winning ever get old?
Never. No. I mean, that's what it's all about. We are in a professional sport. We've been able to win, I guess, more than our share of games this year, which has been extremely fun. We've got a lot of great players and have done amazingly well in different phases of the season as well. Like it's had a great start, and through the Origin period, we were able to win games there, and even challenges at the back end of the year too. So, but a week's a long time in footy, and we've still got a few weeks to go.
Last Friday was the first time I think you had a full 17, your top 17 available to play after Origin. Jerome went out with an injury. Nathan was suspended for 5 weeks. Other players missing around that. How sweet was Friday's win? You hear a lot of the players in the lead-up saying a different season starts when you get to the final, so you must have been proud.
Yeah, it was a great night. I mean, the atmosphere was electric. We've had some amazing home games this year. The crowds have come out in incredible support all throughout the year, but that had a little bit extra on Friday night. Just watching the games over the weekend, I think it's a real benefit to get that weekend off too. So just hopefully the Rabbitohs and the Sharks just pass each other this week.
Well, Brandy's trying to drown us out. He will be on stage hosting the official event a little bit later on, but I mean, the footy was great across the weekend. You've either got the Sharkies or the Rabbits. What did you make of their performances ahead of next week's prelim? Hopefully, as you said, they bash each other after a golden point extra time match, and then that match yesterday was just wild.
Yeah, I mean, they both played well, and the Sharks, almost looked like they had it. That'll be a tough loss for them. I'm sure their senior players will be trying to make sure they get over it quickly and learn from that, and that'll still be a real force this weekend. And the Rabbits-Roosters game, that was just wild. That was like back in the 80s. It's going to be a great game, and whoever we're playing is going to be pretty confident, because they're going to have a big win this week. So, it's going to be tough, but really looking forward to it.
Just earlier, you mentioned the support from the fans so far. There's so many members and fans watching at home. What's your message to them after what's already been a great year, but I guess this is when you need them most, at a prelim and hopefully at a grand final?
Yeah, well, firstly, thank you. It's just been an absolute massive wave of support right throughout the year. As I said earlier, every home game's just been, packed to the rafters. Just even throughout the streets, and everyone's wearing the kit. And of course, in a couple of weeks' time, we're going to need every fan we can get. So hopefully, come out, and I'm pretty confident we'll put on a good show, and hopefully be enough on the night.
Do you give the guys a couple of days off this week? Have they earned the rest?
It's pretty normal. We'll get plenty of training, and it's a good chance to lighten up a little bit this week, and then get into a real good prep next week. Get the weekend off. But it's a bit of work to do, as you mentioned. The side hasn't been together a lot over the last sort of six weeks, so it's a good chance to get some cohesion.
And just the last 3 years, so this is the third straight prelim final. You're hoping to go back-to-back, of course, 2 minor premierships in 3 years. In terms of success rate, I'm not very good at maths, journalists are never good at maths. I think 65 wins, 11 losses, 88% success or winning rate over the last 3 years. What's been the key to that success?
I guess reliability and consistency, and that's, hats off to the staff and the players, and I guess the culture we've been able to to cultivate at the club, where the boys are never happy. They always want to get better. There was a question mark over whether we'd be hungry enough after winning the premiership last year. I think they answered that pretty early, and they've been able to keep doing that. So it's just been an amazing ride. It's been so much fun. But we are desperate to keep it going, and have a big strong performance next week.
Well, let's hope there's at least 2 more games left for your mighty club moving forward this year. Just a quick tip. I don't know if you know the winner, but Merv Cartwright medalist this year. Nathan's a back-to-back champ, but he's missed too many games, surely.
Yeah, I think he's a long shot. Oh man, I mean,
It's been a real team. Like, there's no real standout from watching on at home games and all this year. There hasn't been like one star performer.
no, I mean, just off the top of my head, I mean, Yowie, Dill Edwards has been enormous. Appy, Kicks,
Fish in the middle.
Fish. I mean, it's going to be pretty tight. So yeah, be cool to see.
All right, plenty of players in contention. Ivan Cleary, go and enjoy your night. Thank you so much for joining us on the live stream.
Thanks, Zach. Thanks, everyone.
Too easy. And thank you for tuning in. Not too far away, Greg Alexander will kick off official proceedings for the 2022 Merv Cartwright Medal.
Win the 2021 National Rugby League season. They are the premiers for 2021.
The Penrith Panthers have won their third premiership. The Panthers celebrate. They appear to have done it again.
The 2021 premiers, the Penrith Panthers.
We've got a very young team. There's the ingredients there now to really set up sort of a really strong future for the club. Compete every year now for the premierships.
Going back-to-back is a rarity.
I just think it's going to be too much for them now.
Well, they're so hard to win, aren't they?
You've got to raise the bar again, don't you?
Well, it's not going to be easy.
Because it is very difficult to go back-to-back.
The Bulldogs have landed the signature of the Panthers premiership star Viliami Kika from 2023. West Tigers have confirmed the signing of Panthers hooker Api Coruscant.
Their poor attitude would be the biggest reason they may not go back-to-back.
Beaten Manly 6. 20 points to 16. Riding on. Rematch of the grand final. And the result falls the same way. Are now 5 and but this will send a message. We're hungry. We want more success. Panthers 36. The Raiders 16 points to 42 over the Storm. 60 consecutive weeks. Have been either 1 or 2 on the ladder. They lead at the top of the ladder by 4 premiership points. 14th win for the season. Gee, they are a proper team, aren't they? They are the defending premiers. Their defence of that premiership is very, very real. Defending premiers take another step towards minor premiership and potentially back-to-back premiership glory. The minor premiership wrapped up, but the big prize is still to come. Can they defend their title?
Merv Cartwright Medal. That, if you're a footy fan, that's got to make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. That's sensational. Now, before I get into anything tonight, just do a little something different. And we're here to celebrate the season, so I think we've got to celebrate what happened over the weekend. Like, every player here that's not injured or suspended will be playing, and we are at different stages in the finals. Of the Jersey Flegg who won on the weekend, they beat the Dragons and go through to the grand final qualifier this week against the Roosters. Our New South Wales Cup team beat Newtown and go straight into the grand final, so they get a rest this week, as do the big boys, the NRL team, who did a remarkable job. It's been a month and a bit of disruption. Now, that's from the outside, but it's obviously different from the inside, because to do what they did to a side that were pumping their chest, saying, this is the game we wanted, you know, we've beat them twice, we'll get them again. Like to win that game in the fashion that they did, and for all the three teams, I think they deserve a big round of applause for what happened on the weekend. Now we will start officially, and it's always great to be here at Panthers to celebrate the Merv Cartwright Medal. To begin proceedings, please welcome Panthers Indigenous Welfare Officer Glenn Lydiard to deliver official acknowledgement of country.
Warramai Midigar, welcome everybody. I would like to first start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land we're on today, the Darug Nation. I would also like to acknowledge elders both past, present and future, and welcome all the Indigenous and non-Indigenous people here tonight. Also, while I'm here, I would also like to thank Brian Fletcher, the board, all the staff and all the players for all the support and love I've been shown over these last 3 weeks after the passing of my father. It's really blown me and my family away, and I really appreciate it. So thank you and have a good night.
Thanks, Glenn. Now, the official welcome and thank you to our major partners and VIPs. Please welcome to the stage our chairman, Peter Graham.
Well, a very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2022 Merv Cartwright Medal presentation. Just like to welcome our official guests, Her Worship the Mayor of Penrith, Councillor Tricia Hitchens, and her husband Trevor, and the member for Penrith, the Honourable Stuart Ayres. As well as being great advocates for Penrith, both Stuart and Tricia are great supporters of the Panthers, and we owe them a great deal. Ladies and gentlemen, Merv Cartwright was the first secretary of the Panthers. He was instrumental, along with a group of hard-working local football fans and supporters, in creating the opportunity for the Panthers to enter First Division in 1967. In many ways, Merv is acknowledged as the father of our great club. Well, that being true, Panthers also has a mother. Her name is Margaret Cartwright. Merv and Margaret had 5 children, 4 sons, John, Cliff, Dave and Michael, who all played grade for Panthers, as did 2 of their grandsons. They also had a daughter, Mary, who is married to our very own Jim Jones. Yes, I agree. Mary and Jim's son, Sam, that's Merv and Margaret's grandson, works in Panthers Pathways and will present the Merv Cartwright Medal tonight. We all know that there is a team behind Ivan's premiership winning group of players, coaches and support staff, and that is the academy team led by Matt Cameron, and what a great job they do. But there is another team behind the team, and they are, in the best traditions of Margaret Cartwright, the women who play such an important role in the culture and success of our club. They are the mothers, the wives, the partners, the girlfriends of our players and staff. Would you join me in acknowledging the wonderful work of our very own Women of League? Well, it's another successful season for Panthers, and we're not finished yet. So Greg's talked about some of the positions we find ourselves in. I don't want to go over that at all, except to mention that 7 of our players were selected for State of Origin, a wonderful effort. 21 players were selected for representative teams. Congratulations to Ivan and to Matt for a very successful season so far. We also celebrate the fact that our first grade assistant coaches, Cameron Serraldo and Andrew Webster, are leaving to take up appointments as head coaches. So to Cameron and Andrew, good luck in your new roles, except when you're playing us. New South Wales Cup, as Greg has said, finished second, just playing so wonderfully well, and quite often a number of significant changes every week in the team. So great work, Peter Wallace and your team. Jersey Flegg finished third after a great win last Saturday, and as Greg's mentioned, play the Roosters next week for a spot in the grand final. Well done, Jono Rolfe and your team. SG Ball, premiers, after a memorable comeback win against the Roosters in the grand final. So well done, Scotty Thompson and your team. Harold Matthews finished in the finals. Great work, Kyle Churchill and your team. As well, ladies and gentlemen, there are some exciting things to come for Panthers in the women's game and the female pathways. More on that soon. In terms of our community work, our Community Development Foundation, Panthers on the Prowl, has had wonderful support from our players and our academy staff this year. Our success so far this year has been underpinned by our wonderful sponsors. I'm going to take a moment just to read them out, because we are absolutely privileged to have the standard of sponsors who not only support us financially, but in many other ways. So many of them will be here tonight. So I'm calling Oak Plus, Hertz, Allen Property Group, Bluebet, Tui's New, Bluestone Home Loans, O'Neill Sportswear, KFC, InStyle Solar, Turner Freeman Lawyers, and Westfund Health Insurance. So when you're thinking about doing business in any of those areas, keep in mind these wonderful sponsors support your club. So tonight is all about football and recognising all of the people who have contributed to such a successful season. A couple of special mentions. There is no doubt we have the best prepared playing surface in the NRL, no doubt. So special thanks to our Luke Cherry and Tyler Joyce, who are our very talented grounds team, together with Troy Dunn and Eric Head, do a great job preparing our stadium. Absolutely. You just have to look at the presentation of our stadium and the look and feel of the surface to know that's true. You only have to see our seamless and professional game day presentations to know that we are very fortunate to have Tiffany Serra leading this area. Thank you, Tiff, and your hard-working team, and in particular, Taylor Murray, for leading the event management for tonight's celebration with the support of the entire marketing and events team. So this wonderful night's been put together by that team. Join me in thanking them. So ladies and gentlemen, on a personal note and in conclusion, I would like to thank Brian Fletcher, Ivan Cleary and Matt Cameron and their teams for their outstanding leadership of the Panthers groups through what's been a very difficult few years. So thank you, Ivan, Brian and Matt. You are all true professionals and we're very, very fortunate to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome and have a great night.
Thank you, Pete. Now, the room's full, as everyone can see, but we're live streaming tonight. Because we can't fit everyone in here, we've provided a live stream for our fans. So welcome to you too on the live stream for tonight's Merv Cartwright Medal. Time for the first award to be presented, and the Panthers Senior Education Award. Please welcome to the stage the Wellbeing of Education Wellbeing and Education Manager, Kevin Kingston. Please come up, Kevin.
All right. There's an ever-increasing focus with the NRL on player education, and Panthers proudly lead the way in this regard. More Panther players than ever before are undertaking tertiary studies, engaging in passions and interests outside of football to enhance their well-being and prepare for life after football. Given that big commitment, it takes balance in work, life, family commitments, as well as professional rugby league. The winners of these awards are held in high regard by the club. I just want to make a few thank yous. Just want to thank Glenn Lydiard and Joe Nullivar for their great contribution this year to Wellbeing and Ed. Privileged to work with you guys, you're unbelievable. And also a massive thank you to Rolana Elford, the club tutor, who helped a lot of these boys succeed off field and enter education. So round of applause for them, please. The award tonight goes to someone that succeeded off field and on the field this year. I couldn't be a more deserving person. The 2022 Senior Education Award goes to Sean O'Sullivan.
Johnny, wait. Sorry. Yeah, got to answer some questions.
Sorry.
You're an educated man.
Yeah.
Well, just tell us about it. Just tell us exactly what you did. What have you accomplished?
Well, me and Yoey did a MBA in business. Marto and Dill were with us for 2 days and then they left us, but that's all right. But yeah, Yoey and I, we did an MBA and Alana helped us and tutored us, so yeah, it was pretty cool.
So that's business administration, is it? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
So what are you thinking? What are you thinking you could do with that?
I know it's pretty broad at the moment, but maybe, I don't know, hopefully one day just, I don't know, try and do something in footy, something.
Well, you've had a great year this year, haven't you? Like, it's been a terrific year.
Oh, I'm just
on
thankful.
The field.
Yeah, it's good, you know, just being at a good club with good coaching staff and good players helps a lot, so yeah, very thankful.
Well, congratulations on the season you've had, and your education too. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Now Panthers scored 100. Well, we're up to 105 tries at the moment, so there's certainly some strong competition for our next award. And our next award is thanks to our premier sponsor, Oak Plus. It's time to announce which four-pointer is the Oak Plus Try of the Year. Please welcome to the stage Sales Director of Lactalis, Darren Sims. He's representing premier sponsor Oak Plus. And what makes the try so special is that it's voted on by the fans. So let's have a look at the nominees for the Try of the Year.
They're on the move and on the run, the Panthers.
O'Sullivan to Luai, an extra man here immediately. Tago shows it, goes in behind Gagai, kicks for Taylor May. It's a beauty again. May has a double. Isaac Tago weaving and darting. The kick was sensational. Taylor May picks up a second try here today, and just like that, the Panthers take the lead.
Experience and athleticism. Here's May.
Skip to the outside, they're off and running. Tago back on the inside here, across the halfway line. He has Edwards with him. Dummies still going, finds Edwards now, and the Panthers go coast to coast.
Cleary kicks out wide. Taylor May with a breathtaking catch.
That was too good.
On the bounce at pace. That was something.
That was like a soccer corner where they just drill the ball in low and hard. Wow, what a kick.
Left side, Salmon and Luai puts the brakes on. Look at the work he's doing here. Lift penalty from Jerome Luai. Skipping about and showing. What about that from Jerome Luai? What about the grandstand jump from Byron Toho? Fisher-Harris is there. Nice and direct from Penrith. Offload O'Sullivan. Offload again. Sorensen. Beautiful from Penrith. Edwards in game 100. He may be in pain.
On the last now for O'Sullivan. Doesn't pop up on this side too often. Links with Kickow. Kept alive for Tongo. They all bought the day. And he worked it from Martin. Into the action. O'Sullivan working in a phone box. The Penrith Panthers create a try out of nowhere.
Wow, some amazing tries there, all amazing. But the winner of the Oak Plus Try of the Year goes to Taylor May.
Hey, come on. Yeah.
Yeah, just like to thank everyone for coming out and thanks for the award.
How's that hamstring?
Yeah, it's a bit sore.
Yeah,
And yeah, thanks to Nat for the kick. Yeah, made it easy for me. So yeah, thanks.
That left side's pretty good, isn't it? Isaac Tager.
Yeah, he's a freak. Yeah, kicks. Yeah, he's a freak too.
What are the things as a winger? What are the things? Because I played a couple of games at wing, and it's not an easy position. But what are the things that you think about when the ball's coming down the left side, about your timing and how you get it? Make sure that when Isaac wants to hit you with a pass or kicks or Jerome, that you're in the right position.
Yeah, I think it just comes to timing, and yeah, Webby's taught us a lot about holding feet, so we try and do that, and yeah, just obviously we know each other's games, so been playing with Tago for a bit, so it makes it easier. Even been playing with Romy, Ostag and that, so kind of know. And yeah, kicks. Yeah, he's just kicks.
Well, you had an amazing year. I enjoyed watching you so much this year. It's an incredible. You only played a game last year. You're involved in a lot of those good tries, and well done on your season. And gee, I hope we see you back out there again.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, now the next award is the New South Wales Cup Player of the Year. Please welcome to the stage the coach, Peter Wallace, to give out the award.
A lot of people to thank, obviously, so I'll try to be as quick as I can. Thank you to CEO Brian Fletcher, Chairman Peter Graham and his board of directors for their continuous support of the Rugby League program. Matt Cameron and all the commercial staff for their hard work behind the scenes. Ivan, Ciro, Webby, Benny and Demis, thanks for your support. Love working with you blokes, learn off you every day. Wriggles, Mersey in operations, our performance and medical, for keeping the boys on the field. Kevin Kingston, Joey Nalavour, Glenn Liddiard in welfare, for looking after the boys, and the rest of the footy staff. We have a great crew, and I feel very lucky to be a part of it. A huge thank you to our Cup staff, led by our fierce leader, Charlie Vella. Brad Drew, Kevin McKinlay, Lee Hopkins, Grant Muscat, Joel Walsh, John Shepherd, Simon Chung, and a new addition this year, Jack Graydon. I can't speak highly enough of these guys. Great human beings, always put the team first. I've been an absolute ball working with you blokes for the last 3 years. Thanks to Jono and the rest of the Fleg crew. Thanks to Hoppo, Jimmy, Sammy Jones and Robbo in our pathways for keeping the talent coming. Thanks to Adam Zabilla and Warren Smith from St Mary's for your support. Our relationship is vital for our cup program. Thank you to my wife Maddie for being for all your love and support and being our rock of our family. But most of all, thank you to the players. It's been a pleasure coaching you this year. The way you prepare and have played week in and week out, I could not have been prouder. This year we used 43 players, which is a high number. That highlights how strong the footy program, culture and pathway systems are at our club. To have all three grades finish the season in the top three is a huge achievement. So congratulations to everyone involved. A highlight for myself and the Cup staff is seeing players come through New South Wales Cup and make their NRL debut. This year we had 8. Sonny Luke, Kurt Force, Sunil Taruva, Tom Jenkins, Liam Henry, Jack Cole, with Sean O'Sullivan and Eddie Blackheart making their club debuts. All the boys doing a fantastic job. I wish all the best to Jono and the Jersey Fleet team for the grand final qualifier this week, and to Ivan and the NRL boys for the prelim next week. To our Cup boys, it's been a great year, but the job's not done. We'll prepare as well as we have all year, and the result will take care of itself. I'm sure of that. On the New South Wales Cup Player of the Year. This award could have went to a number of players. It's my honour to present this award to this guy. He's played some outstanding footy this year. He's led the team with work ethic, toughness, and has taken his attacking game to another level. Most of all, he gives players confidence when he's in the team. It's been an absolute pleasure to coach. New South Wales Cup Player of the Year is Jermaine Hopgood.
Great season, Jermaine. Congratulations. Just tell us about your time at Panthers, because you're about to move on. You've got some big games coming up, grand final, New South Wales Cup, possibly even first grade, depending on what happens injury-wise. But you're a young bloke that's come down from Queensland. Just tell us about your time here at Panthers.
Thanks for that. Thanks, Wal. Been here 6 years now. It's been very enjoyable, and I can't thank this club enough for what they've done for me, and grown not only as a footy player but as a person here, and can only thank the club for that, so forever grateful.
And what about, you get the week off, New South Wales Cup. Does it matter who you play?
Nah, I don't think so. Whatever happens, I know we've got 2 weeks to prep into it, and the boys have been a pleasure to play with this year, and I've got an outstanding group, I think. All the boys have been awesome and just been so good, and I think that's on the back of Wal. It's been awesome for us this year and it's given us confidence, but I don't think it matters if we rock up on game day, we can beat anyone.
Well, Jermaine, great to have you here for the last 6 years. All the best in the future, and hope some good things still to come for you with New South Wales Cup or first grade. Thank you.
Thanks, Brandy.
Yeah, terrific stuff, Jermaine. 6 years here at the Panthers. Now, after the season we've had as a team, 20 wins, you would expect that there's some outstanding individual performances over the season. So what we're going to do is show you the 5 nominees for the Merv Cartwright Medal. So many standout seasons, and we start with Api Coruscant. So here's some highlights of the boys.
Coruscant doesn't muck around, and Api Coruscant.
Api had another great season. It's his style and his skill around the ruck that's been a standout feature of his game, as it always has been. 12 try assists, his ball-playing ability and his toughness saw him play Origin again, Appy's had a great year, averaging 40 tackles per game, and it's been a masterstroke the couple of times that he's come off the bench. Certainly that one against South Sydney.
He's been so safe side, as always,
Dylan Edwards. Dylan debuted back in 2016, but this has been his finest season, and that's saying something after what he did for the club last year. Brings energy to the team, which is crucial. He's run for over 5,000 metres this year. Try assists, line breaks, tackle busts, and gets the team going on the front foot just about every set. Dylan Edwards has been amazing. Isaiah Yeo has become a true leader of the team and such a vital member. His skill set's unique, where he can ball play like a halfback or take a hit up like a front rower. Nathan's season has been incredible, although disrupted. I think he has, again, shown that he's the number one half in the competition, and we only have to look at what he did after 5 weeks out last week against the Eels, 10 out of 10. And then there's Viliami Kikau. What a weapon he has been in attack this year, but it's his defence. I don't think there's another player in the game that can spot trouble and shut it down like Kick. So congratulations to those boys on their seasons. All the best for the Merv Cartwright Medal winner, which we'll announce a little bit later in the night. Now our next award is about recognising those individuals or individual who go above and beyond and often behind the scenes to help make Panthers the great club it is. To announce the 2022 Club Person of the Year, please welcome to the stage our CEO of Rugby League, Matt Cameron.
Lots of notes up here, Greg. Thanks, everyone. Just before we jump into the Club Person of the Year award, just one small acknowledgement that I'd like to make on behalf of more so the playing group than anyone else. As you know, on a game day we operate a family room which caters for the players' partners, also the staff partners and their young children. I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge Melissa Kingston for her help and assistance with coordinating the ticketing for each and every home game. And I believe at the moment the head coach, Ivan Cleary, is out there somewhere with a lovely bouquet of flowers. So Mel, on behalf of everyone, just thank you for everything you've done. So. Okay, I feel really fortunate and honoured to do this award when I was asked to do it. As the name suggests, the Club Person of the Year is an award that recognises services to the Panthers that go above and beyond. I'm proud to say that I've watched this person over the 10 years that I've been at the club. We estimated today in the office that this person has served the club in various roles for over 700 games. A lot of the work this person does is what we refer to as work that's done in the shadows. He's often the first one there, and more than often he's the last one out. He might speak more about what his future holds when he gets up, but it gives me great pleasure to announce the 2022 Panthers Club Person of the Year is Alan Mayer.
Well done. Thoroughly deserved. Now, the records don't go back as far as what we needed them today, because I couldn't remember whether it was 82 or 83 you started. And it was 82, wasn't it?
Halfway through 82, I walk through these doors. Yeah.
So you were in my life, in my footy life, you were my strapper, my trainer. You delivered the messages on the field, and there was a bit in the media recently about players and messages. Did I ever abuse you, Al? Was there?
Well, my messages way back then was pretty easy. Just get up, get up, get up.
Just the award is fantastic, and as I said, thoroughly deserved. Just the 40 years you've been at the club. I know you've left for a little period, but you knew what was going on even when you weren't here. So 40 years at the club, just take us briefly through that and what it means to win the award.
The first thing that comes to mind is when I came here in '82, I think there was about 3 or 4 players that I really took a shine to straight away, and that was Royce Simmons, Jimmy Jones, and Brad Waugh. And a couple of years later, a young Greg Alexander. And that's how the Panthers are these days. I mean, we're all still working here, so it's a really, really great club to work for, and you know, just having all those players still working here is enormous.
You've been through plenty of changes, and I love chatting current footy as well as the old day footy. But what are the noticeable things that you have seen? What stands out? If I said to you, Al, what do you reckon's changed over the 40 years? What are a couple of things that you'd say?
That's quite easy. The crap music that they play now is a hell of a lot different. No, I'm starting to get into their songs, but I don't think I can repeat some of the words anyhow.
Well, you don't win an award like this, and you don't stay at a club as long as you have been if you're not a good person. Al, you're a treasure to the club. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Okay, I think that's it. That's it for a little while. What we're going to do is have a main meal and then listen to some music. The boys from Mount Trio will play, and then we'll be back. Thank you.
Well, thank you for staying tuned to the live stream of the 2022 Merv Cartwright Medal. It's great to have so many fans tuning in for what is the night of nights for the mighty Penrith Panthers. 4 awards given out so far, the main one a little bit later on. We're going to catch up with a couple of the contenders right now, so I'll bring in one of the co-captains, Isaiah Yowie. Thanks for joining us. One of the final 5. What do you rate your chances?
Nah, not real high, I don't think. I think there's a bloke you're about to interview in a second, Dylan Edwards, would be pretty hard to beat, I think.
What about being in that calibre, though? I spoke to Ivan Cleary, your coach, a little bit earlier on. Some seasons there's a standout player, i.e. Tom Trbojevic last year for Manly, or even Nathan in a couple of previous years. But this year at the Panthers, it seems like it could have gone to anyone.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's probably shown on the field as well. It's probably why we are where we are at the moment. It's I feel like there hasn't been a bad player throughout the year. Even the boys have been brought up through Cup that have played, they've done their job for us. So, look, I guess when you've got so many nominees like that, it means we're playing well as a team, and I think it's really helped us get to this prelim in a couple of weeks' time.
You went through a couple of tough years, I guess, when you first came into grade, but the last 3 have been sensational. 88% success rate in terms of wins, a couple of minor premierships, a premiership, hopefully one more in a couple of weeks. How much have you enjoyed the last couple of years?
Yeah, hopefully another one in 3 weeks' time, but yeah, look, I've really enjoyed it. Obviously, whenever you win games, it's a good thing, and it's obviously you're going to grow in confidence off the back of that. So I feel like I've definitely done that. I feel like I was really trying to find my feet, my position-wise, the first few years in first grade, and I've really been able to lock down the lock roll here. So I feel like that's really sort of helped evolve my game, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it there.
How do you feel when the likes of Andrew and Matty John say you're the most influential and even best player in the game?
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree. We've got a 7 here that's pretty influential, so it's no, look, they're people I respect very highly, and to hear them say things like that, it's obviously yeah, I guess it helps grow your confidence. So it's, yeah, like I said, they're people I respect very highly, and it's nice that I can do my job, and it's noticed by people like that.
You got a prelim in a couple of weeks, either against the Sharks or Rabbitohs. To the fans watching at home, no doubt you want to pack out a Core Stadium. What's your message, firstly, for the support they've shown this year and getting out to the prelim?
Yeah, obviously, firstly on the support they've showed to us, it's been outstanding. Obviously, any home game we've had, it feels like they've packed it out, if not some. I feel like they really got us home last week, and we feed off them as a group. So, yeah, hopefully at one of those big stadiums, Allianz or Core, and we get a packed house there, and then there's that black hole that Panthers supporters out there. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, enjoy the week off. It's well earned, and hopefully we see yourself and all the Panthers fans turn out in force in a couple of weeks.
Beautiful. Sounds good.
Thank you, Yowie. On to the next. He's a bit busy at the moment. Here he comes. He's looking very, very sharp, Nathan Cleary. This is always a special night for the club, isn't it, coming to the Merv Cartwright Medal? Usually the boys do it, or the club does it at the end of the year. What's it like doing it a couple of weeks early?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. The first time I've kind of done it, and you have to be on your best behaviour, so there's obviously no beers or anything tonight, but it's a great night to come together and celebrate, obviously, another great year, but also know that, we've still got a job to do, and that's the most important thing.
When I spoke to you on Friday night, the main thing that I took out of our interview was that you just loved being out there. You're soaking it all in, loving the fans, loving playing alongside the guys. I want to ask, how are the shoulders? They ran some traffic your way. There's some big boys on the edge.
Yeah, they're a little bit sore the next day, but honestly, I missed that feeling as well, just especially after a win, just knowing that you're out there with the boys and you're ripping in. So, I think sometimes it can get taken for granted, just how enjoyable it is, especially the game day. So, yeah, it was great. Great night, great fans out there as well, so it was awesome.
Can you just talk us through the atmosphere? Because in the stands it was electric. It seemed like it had a different buzz to it, but you'd missed that for 5 weeks. Your first, I think, semi-final without COVID restrictions ever?
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, as you said, it was the first time I played semi-final at Penrith Stadium with no COVID restrictions. So, the beer hill was that's the deepest I've ever seen it. They were loving it. They were so loud. It was pretty cool. That was Penrith first para as well. There were a fair few para fans there too, but yeah, it was a pretty cool night.
And how do you sit back and watch this weekend's footy? You obviously get the week off. No doubt you watch the Rabbitohs and Roosters bash each other. Then obviously the Sharks went 92 minutes with the Cowboys. But what do you do this week? Are you edgy? How do you make sure you keep a lid on it? Because no doubt you'd love to be playing this week as well.
I think just trying to enjoy the games as what they are, the spectacle that they are. I thought the weekend of footy just been was probably the best weekend of footy I've seen in, a long, long time. So as much as you sort of watch as a fan, you're also keeping a keen eye on who we're going to be versing and, doing a bit of video around that. But, I think just being a fan for the weekend.
Do you have a preference, Sharkies or the Rabbitohs?
Not really. Either one's going to be a big game. So, they're both great sides too, so it'll be interesting.
And just finally, the fans sitting at home that are watching this live stream, they wish they could be here tonight. What do you say to all the support over the last couple of years? Because although there's been so much success with the club, for 2 years there, they were essentially locked out of the stadium.
Yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to all the fans. We couldn't do it without you guys, and you showed your love on the weekend, and you have for since I've been coming into first grade. So thank you guys. Hope you enjoy the live stream, and get to the game next weekend.
And who's winning Merv Cartwright? Yeah, I think you've only played 15 games this year.
I'm definitely not winning it. I think Dylan Edwards is going to win.
All right, speaking of, we've got to catch up with him right now. Nathan, thank you for joining us. Best of luck in the prelim. Let's bring in the man of the moment. The man they're predicting to win this year's Merv Cartwright Medal, Dylan Edwards. What do you make of the predictions? Are they outlandish?
Yeah, very. No, my pick's Yo or Appy probably, yeah.
Why do you think they would edge you out? Because from the outside, you've had a stellar season yourself.
No, they just work really hard every game. They're very, very consistent. They're one of our best players on the park each week. So the amount of work they do for us is crazy.
You've had a great season so far. Hopefully 2 more games for this club and another premiership. Has there been a personal highlight, though, for yourself?
No, I thought our origin period was really cool. Got to see a lot of boys come through and play some first grade footy, and we dug in and got a couple of wins through that period, which we didn't do last year. So that was a bit of a highlight.
One of the highlights we just saw in the highlights reel when Brandy was going through the 5 contenders for the Merv Cartwright Medal was your tackle on Alex Johnson, I think it was, down the sideline. Do you always back yourself to get in the position, or is it all about the lead-up? Do you have to be in the position first to then run a player like that down?
Oh, a bit of both. I mean, that particular one, Nath ankle tapped him and slowed him up a bit, so I was able to come over and make the tackle. But you've got to put yourself in the position to make a play, and you've got to work hard to try and do that. So that's what I try and do, and not let the boys down, because they're doing a lot of tough stuff in the front line. I've just got to make some tackles every now and then.
And speaking of Nathan, he led the team around so well in a 27-8 win over the Eels, Battle of the West out here in a big qualifying final. How good was it to have your key playmaker, Nathan, out alongside you guys?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, you see all the stuff he does with the ball and what he can do, set up tries and all that stuff, but defensively he's really strong and he shores up that edge really well. So, it was great to have him back out there, and he didn't miss a beat. He's been working really hard the time he's had off through suspension, and I knew he'd come back really well. And
this time last year you were battling injuries and we weren't sure whether you're going to get through a prelim or get through the grand final. The fans want to know, is Dylan Edwards 100% fit and firing?
Yeah, 100% fit and ready to go, ready to have a good crack.
Right, we'll feed up this week. We can't wait to see you in the #1 jersey in a prelim next week at Accor Stadium.
Thank you, thanks very much.
Best of luck for the Merv Cartwright Medal.
Thank you.
Too easy. All right, thank you, Dylan. Thank you to Yowie, and thank you to Nathan Cleary for joining us for a quick chat as we continue the live stream. Make sure you stay tuned. Plenty more coming your way. Of course, the Ben Alexander Rookie of the Year Award, the Courage and Determination Award, the John Farragher Award, and of course, the big one, the Merv Cartwright Medal. Will it be Dylan Edwards? You'll have to stay tuned to find out.
My boy Mitch Kenny here. We're here to make a Panther Pride flavour. Let's go, let's see how we do it.
What's up, guys? Ivan's watching, Ivan's watching.
Woo! All right, let's get started in it.
Let's get started in it. Ingredients, passion fruit. How does that relate?
Passion.
Passion.
Passionate?
Passion. Most passionate fans in the league.
Let's go, brother. We're onto something here.
Right, passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
Brownies.
Brownies.
Strawberries. This is for you guys. We love you. We love our fans.
Mint. Coconut.
I reckon we go chocolate. I reckon we go chocolate for the chocolate soldiers.
Chocolate soldiers.
Mango. Caramel.
Drops. All right, we're onto the strawberries. Berries.
Berries.
Bit of red here somewhere.
The colours.
Red oak.
Just a couple. Just a couple.
Pineapple. Kicks his hair. Kicks his hair.
Kicks his hair. Kicks his hair.
Yeah, this one's for you, Kicks.
Yeah,
Love you, brother.
Appreciate you, bro.
Half for Kicks, half for Appy say.
Happy stay.
Korisai.
Brownies give muscles and strength to Panthers, so we're gonna put not 1 but 2, just to double up the strength.
Mint.
Actual?
Yeah.
My birthday in the mornings.
No, that's what I think.
Because the crowd is sweet, so we're gonna put pineapples in there. Mango because this says pride all over with a capital P, so we're gonna put 1.
I reckon coconuts.
All in one. All in one because we're all one together.
Oh, whoa, brother.
That's the final.
I'm thinking passion.
Because they're so passionate.
Because the fans are passionate. And Panthers all about passion.
I'm on your page now.
No, I reckon we'll just put in there.
Just a little dollop there.
Safety first, put the lid on. Then we set it to...
Just to tie it all in for my brothers.
I like this, cows.
And that there is the Panther Pride flavour.
Oh, full of gratefulness in there.
Oi. That's a good consistency.
Woo! I'm happy, G.
I'm happy, my bro.
I'm happy. Flavour that jumps out me the most, probably the passion fruit. What that dictates to me there is, you know, how passionate we are as a community, as a club, and I guess that just drives a lot, you know, with what we have to do here. So.
Oh yeah, 10 out of 10, I reckon. It was alright, it was good. Took a while, but it's
actually nice.
I'm probably rated a high 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8.5.
Hold on, the mint just got me at the end.
Okay,
You know?
keeps on giving.
It does.
It just keeps on giving.
Panther Pride, baby.
There you have it, guys. We have made our Oak Panther Pride flavour.
Head over to oakflavorgenerator.com.au to make your own. Let's go.
Jerome Luai, Brian Tola, brought to you live with Nine's Wide World of Sports Studios. We are here with the Penrith Panthers boys. Let's take a look around and see what they're up to. Yes.
Let's get it.
This guy doesn't shower at all. Look at his left hand. What species is that?
Live on 9, Wide World of Sport.
Did someone say KFC?
Hey Panther fans, we're here at Bluebet Stadium, and today we answer the age-old question: who's the sharpest shooter in the Panthers team? Is it Blues wonder kid, Nathan Cleary? Is it the area's finest, Jerome Luai? Or is it the new kid, he's back home, Sean O'Sullivan? I'm Mitch Kenny, and welcome to the Bluebet Cup. So today's challenge is a simple one. Hit the target and earn points. 1 point if you hit the red, yellow's worth 2, 3 points if you can hit the green, and if you hit the Panther, you get 5 points. Each contestant will get 4 attempts. However, there is a catch. At least one attempt must be done blindfolded, which will see them earn double points. Our first contestant, take it away, Sean O'Sullivan. Heaps good start. The cultured left boot of Sullivan now.
Oh, yellow.
Yellow? Yellow or red?
Yellow.
Stay present. Stay present.
Oh!
Yeah!
Bro, that ball is flat. I'm not even lying, it's flat.
Blame the ball. Let's go. There we go. Hang on. Red, double points. Well, there you have it, Panthers fans. So that's first contestant, Sean O'Sullivan, with 4 points. Next up, Jerome Luai. You going to take care of business?
Time to go to work, baby.
Let's see it.
First one.
All right, Jerome Luai, blind first attempt. Is this a show of confidence? Okay. Oh, short. Not enough sauce. Okay. Second attempt. Sean, you want to say something? Because he had plenty to say about your kicks.
Yeah. To be fair, I just actually want to say that second ball is flat, the one that I miskicked.
Okay, we're still on that. We're still on that.
He's nuts.
That's come good. Oh, two or higher to take first place on the ladder here. Is it coming? Is it though? Oh, what's the grass worth around the Jerome Luai? Not his best day. 2 points there. Got our final contestant, our skip, Nathan Cleary. You ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. You heard the man. Okay. First nudge. That's blue. That's blue.
How close, man.
Let's go.
That was at least red.
Kick number 3. Okay. It looks good. Red. The humble red. It's all coming down to this. The competitor, the Iceman, blindfolded. What's he sitting on? 2 points? You need more than 2 to win. He loves a big occasion. He loves this. Let's go. Let's go.
Bang.
And it's all Sully. And it's all Sully today. Blue Bet Cup winner, Sean O'Sullivan. He's had a big 2 weeks and it just got even better. Well, there you have it, Panthers fans. Sean O'Sullivan is our undisputed sharpshooter and winner of this year's Blue Bet Cup.
Let's go.
Me and the boys are doing our Cert 3 in fitness, and today's our practical, so we'll be writing up a gym session and a circuit session for our coaching staff to get it done as well.
I'm partnered up with Stephen today. We'll be putting through our trainer Corey through a gym session, and then the other team will just be Mav and Brian just putting Jack through a gym circuit.
We're going to be taking Jack through a little course of cardio, strength and conditioning, so he's definitely going to suffer and yeah, he'll go through it.
As soon as I started here, the first sort of thing was, what are you doing after footy? And like Kevy Kingston's so good with that, always checking us up with us every week, making sure we're like studying and making sure we're doing it. So yeah, they emphasise it so highly and it's great.
They definitely look after all the boys, ensure that everyone's got something on the side, whether they've decided now or after, you know, they're still helping the boys to get prepared for the future. So yeah.
My role is to have a career plan for every player so they can transition safely into the game and then hopefully transition out of the game in a safe way. Yeah, today was a really good chance for the boys to practice their Cert 3 in fitness. The boys have done a lot of theory so far in the classroom. A really good chance to train some people and get some practical knowledge. Rugby league can be a really stressful life, so having a focus off the field that they're really passionate about. As we see today, the boys are training people. That's something they want to do after football. It's really cool that we have a space here and some staff that are willing to volunteer so they can practice that.
That's not a try, that's a miracle.
An intercept for Crichton. Crichton is away. An intercept for Crichton. Is he? Oh, he's away. Crichton is away. Okay.
An intercept for Crichton. Crichton's away. Is he away with the premiership? That's not a try, it's a miracle, Gussie.
An intercept for Crichton. Crichton.
Jonathan Thurston to win it. He's taking the still work. This is a horror movie. What else can this grand final provide?
An intercept for Crichton. Crichton is away. What is he away with the premiership?
An
Intercept for Crichton. Crichton is away. Is he away with the premiership?
Watching, pursued by Tallis. Look at Tallis. Look at Tallis. He's dragged him over and out of the rectangle ring.
Sattler is chasing. Sattler has made the tackle of the day.
That's not a try, it's a miracle, Gussie.
That's all right, that's way better.
Well, thank you for staying tuned once again to the live stream for the 2022 Merv Cartwright Medal. It's amazing who you bump into out here. Of course, Roy Simmons, you're always at these events. You absolutely love them, don't you?
There's a free drink on, mate.
Free drink, free waters. Well, what's it like to come back and, I guess, sit with some of your former teammates, some of the current coaching staff, see the players? You love it?
Oh, yeah, it's just fantastic. Well, I just like watching the side today play. They're just a great side. They're a great mob of young blokes. You know, I'll be over at work and they'll turn and walk 30, 40 metres to shake your hand. You know, they're a brilliant mob of young blokes, and so I'm just here to support them, really.
How would Roy Simmons go playing in 2022?
Royce wouldn't be playing it. Say if it's a Sunday game, it's a 4 o'clock kickoff, I'd be playing about 1 o'clock, mate. So I wouldn't be making the top side.
I think you're being quite humble there. What have you made of the year that they've had? They're into another prelim final, their third straight. They've been very impressive once again.
Oh yeah, they've been outstanding, and I think they're still improving a little bit. I don't think, as long as they don't listen to too much about the night, about everyone telling them how good they are, as long as they get back to work tomorrow, I think everything will be okay.
But in terms, has there been a player that stood out for you? Obviously, we're here to award the Merv Cartwright Medal, but is there a player that you love to watch each week?
Oh, look, there's some brilliant players. I don't have to mention Nathan there's 4 or 5 players have been really good, but can I say Yowie? Like, a lot of people have bagged me about this and say whatever. He's the best forward I've ever seen. I've never seen another player that runs the ball. You know, he's playing tight forward or lock. You know, he runs the ball 150 metres each week. He can play left side of the second row. He can play right side second row. In State of Origin, he's actually played in the centres for 3/4 of a game when there was a player injured. He can move up and play either side front row as well. He's got the ability to get offloads away, and now he's developed, over the last 18 months, he's developed the ball playing role, and he don't miss any tackles. Well, you tell me another player that can do all that. I haven't seen one. He's the best forward I've ever seen.
That's a massive rap, because you've watched a lot of footy and you've played a lot of footy.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is a big rap, and I get a lot of people that say that's a lot of crap and all that, but that's my opinion and I'm not going to change.
That's fair enough. I asked Joe before how he feels when the likes of Andrew Johns and Matty Johns, they say he's the best player in the game now and the most influential player in the game, and he tried to divert it and go, I've got a pretty handy halfback over there. So he's very humble as well. Yeah. A great leader?
Yeah, tremendous leader. I think both the boys have done a tremendous job this year. I think they certainly lead from the front. We all knew they'd do that and know that, but I think they're probably pretty strong too. I don't think you'd want to put your foot too far out of gear and not pull your own weight. I think you'd be told. I don't know that for sure, but I think you'd be told in the right way on their own. Come on, boys, let's go. Although I don't think they'd have to do too much of that, but. And on top of all that, they're just champion boys as well.
Prelim final. Would you rather face the Sharks or the Rabbitohs in 2 weeks?
Look, I think it's just about these boys just making sure that they're getting themselves 100% prepared for the game and don't get too much wrapped up in all this sort of things before grand final day.
Okay, and the award doesn't exist right now, but if there was a Royce Simmons award here, what would they award it to the person for? What do they have to be good at? Apart from drinking beer.
No drinking beer. I don't really know. You've stumped me there a little bit.
Just, you're too humble.
No, you've stumped me. I think someone that just plays somewhere near their best every game.
As you did. Royce, thank you so much for joining us. Go enjoy your night, and hopefully your man Yoey's in the race for the Merv Cartwright Medal.
Thank you.
Too easy. Thank you, Royce. Go enjoy dinner. Go enjoy a couple of beers. I'm now going to bring someone else in who is another star here with the Panthers. He is the 2022 Club Person of the Year, Alan Mann. Now, you've been here since well before I was even born.
Yeah, everyone says that.
The joint's changed a lot, but it still means more to you than ever.
The job hasn't changed all that much. It has with technology, but to work here is just such a great honour, and we're all here for one cause, so that's never ever changed.
That man we just spoke to, Royce Simmons, you've been here since his time, and you said you took a real liking to him. What was he like to boss around when you were the trainer?
Never did. He would, if I had to run a message out to Royce, he would tell me where to go.
He still does.
Yeah, he does. No, he was one of those rare players who knew what he was doing on the field, and he just didn't want any direction. He just knew what he was doing.
40 years with this club. How does it feel to now be named Club Person of the Year?
Oh, it's such a huge honour, really. There's been plenty of great people on this list, players and staff and what have you. But I've received a few honours over those 40 years, but this is way up there. Yeah.
Is there a moment? Is there a year? Is there a memory that stands out, or is there just too many?
There's quite a few actually, but 91 was just so great for me, being out on the field with all the boys and everything like that, and seeing one of my favourite players go out in style with 2 tries. That was a highlight, but what we've got now is completely different. They're enormous, they are.
And for those watching, all the fans watching this at home, can you try and remember all the roles that you've had with this club?
Well, I've done just about every role except for coaching, so I never ever want to be a coach. I've seen what they all go through. Some of them crash, but the one we got now is remarkable. I just don't know how he does it, but I take my hat off to him.
Yeah, 88% winning rate the last couple of years, and he's still got his luscious grey salt and pepper locks as well. He hasn't lost them.
No, not at all, and he hasn't lost his sense of humour. That's a side that I love to see. Not many people see that, but I definitely love it.
Well, Alan, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations once again, being named the 2022 Club Person of the Year, and thank you for all of your input and support and everything you've done for this great club over the last 40 years or so.
Thank you, and see you at Grand Final.
See you Grand Final. Club Person of the Year, Alan Mayer, predicting a Grand Final once again for the Panthers. 8:15. Put it on your clock right now. Greg Alexander will be back with more from the stage just behind us for the 2022 Merv Cartwright Medal.
they get a crack at Penrith at any possible time. They have 6 of their top squad out.
Yeah, boy!
Yellow boy!
Very good. Nice Moss! Great carry.
There's Moss!
We're on the attack, Panthers fans. Make some noise.
Nice, that's the play, lad.
Go, Cricky.
That's the play, that's the play.
Hold on.
Nice,
Let's
Stacey.
see you again.
Don't worry.
Kicky.
Oi!
Oh, yeah, go, Taggy.
Go, team!
Go!
Oh!
Yeah!
You're hanging off the right post. What, you hang it off the right post?
Right post and swim back in.
Look at that, look at that, look. Look at it! Told you, lad. Hang it off the right post.
Well, can you go play NFL?
Idiots.
Reveal the secrets.
Do not edit that.
Don't edit it.
This is the content you need.
Take your jersey off. Show me your body.
Go, Kicky. Go, Kicky.
Oh, my lord. That's a Samoan trumpet.
Come on, stop him.
He's got it, he's got it. He's got it. Easy.
And Kurt Falls is happy to end the half with a scoreline comprehensively in Penrith's favour here.
He touched it. Ref, are you mad? Are you mad, brother?
No, having a laugh.
Go, Fallsy.
He's up.
Go, Falls, go! I think the ball velocity was just turning at a wrong angle. Nice, Sully. Good boy. Oh, Sully, hey, look. Sully, What did he just do? Oh, no, just
So they're without their origin brigade, but they have done this nicely. Panthers 30 over a very competitive Bulldogs 18 here in Friday night football.
Well, there you have it, fams. 2 points for the boys. Mad win to obviously get on top, especially for Fozzie's debut.
Sir.
On to the next. Peace.
Go.
Love.
Everyone turning out on a very sunny day at Penrith, and yeah, it's just good to see the support. You know, we see the support during our games, and it's good to see a good turnout on one of our training sessions as well.
We always know we get a good crowd here on game day, and it's good to see them turn out for a fan day. Obviously missed a lot of it last year with being up in the sunny coast, so it's good to see them all back out.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, need a haircut. All good. Cute.
You are undisrupted,
Really?
Thanks, bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah, just coming out onto the field earlier, I just can really feel the energy. I think the fans are really appreciating, what the boys are doing this year, and we certainly appreciate, what they're doing for us as well. So, particularly with all our Origin boys and obviously some of our bigger names not here, for them to give up their time on a Saturday morning and come out here and support the boys is fantastic.
Oh, look at this. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Thanks for coming out and sharing it with us.
Thank you, Mount Trio. Give them a round of applause. They were great. Well done. We now continue the evening with the Members Player of the Year. The Members Player of the Year as voted by the 2022 Panthers members. Tonight, I'd like to welcome to the stage Panthers Group Chairman Peter Graham to present the award on behalf of all the members. Thank you, Pete.
No, I'm pretty sure I don't. Thanks, Greg. Before I do open the envelope here for the Members Player of the Year, just a special announcement from the board. We've had a number of people in our club over the years who have taken a great interest in those players who've served our club so well for many years, our ex-players. A few weeks ago, we held a function over in the Eastern Grandstand before one of our matches. In fact, it was really our last game of the season at home, and it's always ex-players round. We had about 100 ex-players turned up. It was a wonderful night, great opportunity they had to catch up with each other. And we also have people in the club like Brad Waugh, as well as being General Manager of Panthers on the Prowl, our Community Development Foundation. Brad also does a lot of work with our ex-players, as does John Farragher, as does Roy Simmons, Jim Jones, people like that. So we've been reminded that in 1991, we awarded membership for life to our premiership winning team. For some reason or another, in 2003, we didn't do that, and we haven't done it yet for our 2021 premiers. But tonight, I'm announcing on behalf of the board that our 2003 players, that's anyone who played first grade for the club that year, and anyone who played first grade for the club in 2021, our two premiership winning years, we are making them members for life. And that means every year they'll receive a full and free membership of the club in recognition of the wonderful work that they've done and the contribution that they've made to our club. So that's the announcement for tonight. Yeah, it's great. Well, this is the Members Player of the Year. So all of our members, many of whom are in this room, but also many on live stream, you'll be very interested and delighted to know that the Members Player of the Year 2022 is Dylan Edwards.
Is Dylan Edwards the form #1 fullback in the NRL right now?
And Edwards gets back there. He's going to get back. He's going to do brilliantly again, Dylan Edwards. He runs further than Forrest Gump. Going to kick around. It's a pinpoint kick. It's a glorious bit of individual brilliance.
Oh, open up the highway. No toll to pay there. He races through. This is there. Nice and direct from Penrith. Offload O'Sullivan. Offload again. Sorensen. Beautiful from Penrith. Edwards in game 100. He may be in pain, but he's given a great shot in the arm to the Panthers and their fans right there.
Oh, he's still going. Finds Edwards now. And the Panthers go coast to coast.
I think you've been the best on the field tonight, Dylan Edwards.
Congratulations, Dylan. Fantastic year. Really has been. Thank you. you know, what you've done for the side this year, it's become so important. I guess it's a good time to acknowledge those that voted for you, for the members, and the important part that they play for the team and for our club.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, they help this club run, and all those fans in the game obviously help the game run as well. So very grateful for this award, and thanks to all members and fans.
Well, talk to us about your game, and I guess how the role of the fullback has changed, and what you're doing different this year and last year. What do you think you're doing different than what you've previously done that's made it the year or 2 years that you've had, the last couple?
Yeah, just trying to nail my role each week. I think I've got a lot of great players in this side, and yeah, I've just got to nail my role and really just narrow my focus on what I do well, and yeah, just execute.
I said at the start of the night that, like, you know, it was a celebration of the season, but had to celebrate and had to acknowledge what we did last week against Parramatta. That was an incredible win, wasn't it? You know, big game. They thought they were coming to get us. Didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen that way. But obviously, we got a big inclusion with Nath coming back, and yeah, we were ready for it last week, and we knew they were coming hard. But yeah, we were just able to come over the top of them.
Well, congratulations on the season you've had, Dylan. Let's hope there's 2 more left. Well done.
Absolutely. Thanks, Brady.
Please thank Dylan Edwards. Now it's time for the Rookie of the Year, the Ben Alexander Rookie of the Year, and you know, each year I come up and get to present this award. It's always a great honour that the club have bestowed on our family, and it's not just me, but it's my mum Leonie and my brother Pete and my sisters Megan and Linda, who really do appreciate what the club have done and named the Rookie of the Year after our brother Ben. Now we had 6 players make their debut, and Pete Wallace went through those 6 players that played their first game of first grade this year. But the Rookie of the Year, he played 1 game last year, he's played 20 this year, he scored 16 tries. It is Taylor May.
Good's that from Taylor May. It's 1 game of the top grade before this year, and now he's got 14 tries in his 13th game for the season.
Eisenhood was in support. O'Sullivan with a floating ball over the top. Taylor May with a spectacular put down.
And Taylor May, can't he score a try? Blue eye skipping, rubbering, pressure here, a chance. It's Taylor May. He'll score in game number 2. He grabs the first try of his NRL career. May, it's a beauty again. May has a double.
Cleary kicks out wide. Taylor May with a breathtaking catch.
Oh, that was too
on the bounce at pace. That was something.
That was like a soccer corner.
Okay, you played 1 game last year. After that game, what were you thinking? What did you think? What did you think of playing in the NRL? And then what were you thinking about what you wanted to achieve this year? And
no, yeah, it was good. Playing last year. I was just happy to get a debut, obviously. So yeah, that was the first thought. I didn't really care if I didn't play after that. I was just happy, and I was happy to be up in Sunny Coast. My second thought, wait, what was the question? Something about the wing. Oh yeah, yeah, my goals was, it's pretty like tough, but one of my goals is just to be, like, whatever position I play, is be the best in the comp. So yeah, it's a high goal, but yeah, that's what I'm aiming to hit.
so what's your, just take us quickly through your progression. So did you play Harold Matts here at Panthers?
Yeah, I was
take
actually...
us through, and what position have you played throughout your junior career?
Yeah, sweet. I was hooker in Hal Mats. I started in Hal Mats. That's where I got my name from. It was pretty small back then. SG Ball, I played, I think I was still hooker. I was still small too. And then I went to 20s, starting having a little bit of a growth spurt. Played centre there. I only played, I think it was because the comp got cancelled, so I only played one game, and then played cup, and then started winger there, and then, yeah, now winger here.
We've done a great job. Congratulations, Rookie of the Year for the Panthers for 2022. Taylor
Thanks,
May.
everybody.
Well done. Now we're going to acknowledge the players that played rep footy, and we had quite a number of them. Let me open my phone because I've got all the players written out on my phone. There's quite a list of them. So let's look to the screens because those representative players, and we've got a number of them, will be highlighted on the big screen now. And I'll run through these players. Under-19 State of Origin, New South Wales was Jack Cole. Queensland was Isaiah Longy. New Zealand versus Tonga, James Fisher-Harris, Moses Leota for the Kiwis. Stoney Luke for Tonga. Samoa took on the Cook Islands. For Samoa, we had Charlie Staines, Isaac Tago, Spencer Leniu and Taylor May. Fiji played Papua New Guinea. Viliami Kikau and Sania Taruva, and Tito was fantastic for Fiji that night. And then in State of Origin, it was Jerome Luai, Brian To'o, Liam Martin, Nathan Cleary, Stephen Crichton, Isaiah Yeo, and Api Coruscant. Please give all those players a round of applause for playing representative football this year.
And a great try for Samoa, and it's Isaac Tungo again.
For the Cook Islands, it doesn't get any easier. Big Spencer coming on, looking ready, looking hungry.
To Staines, look out if he gets into a bit of broken play. Milne puts in a kick. Oh, who's there? Who's there? I'll tell you who it is. Sonia Taruva with a try for Fiji Bati to kick out, puts a kick downfield. He might win the race here. Kick out, puts another kick in. And did he get there? Sonia Taruva. Luai Burton. Oh, yes, he's there. Lovely ball movement, and the Blues responding up, and Yo with a stirring tackle. Is something cooking here? You bet it is! Jacob Saifidi scores the try for New South Wales.
This side, Stephen Crichton backs up the kick with a great chase, but well, a lot of the work he's doing you don't see. But the coach does, his teammates do. They look a different team with him in there.
Luai! He taunts them! Jerome Luai! Yes, they are! And it's Nathan Cleary who has masterminded this operation tonight.
Well done, congratulations boys. New South Wales players didn't quite get the job done, but that takes nothing away from what you achieved this year. Now tonight's an opportunity also to acknowledge those players and coaches who are departing the club, some of whom spent a number of years here and have been very successful. Please again go to the big screen as we acknowledge the players and coaching staff moving on from the Panthers and thank them for their service. Mayor, of course, the club person of the year. Andrew Webster. Great job, Webby. Cameron Serraldo, who's been here as a player and a coach for quite some time now.
Back into the lineup.
Rob Jennings.
Tago, and it's got pictures as well, Brave. Kick over the top from Jennings. Oh,
Leaders links with Staines, who gets the ball away. Jennings, only one to beat.
O'Sullivan, cut out ball, a chance for Jennings. They score, the Panthers have their first points. Jermaine Hopgood is out there now to carry 22-year-old making his debut.
To kick
start round 23. Here's Hopgood. Back out there for the closing minutes.
The confidence of O'Sullivan.
For O'Sullivan, lovely ball. Martin will score. Oh, that was a beautiful pass by the halfback. For an opening, O'Sullivan. He's going to score the first try. And he worked it from Martin. Back into the action. O'Sullivan.
And up beside Coruscant. Last time we saw him in the NRL, he was celebrating a premiership with South Sydney.
It's our first gamer, Viliami Kikau. Welcome to the NRL, son.
Comes to Yo. Manly have numbers there in cover. There's a pass. He threaded the needle for Abby Coruscant.
7 of the line. Hard front pass. Kikau. The first gamer dives over.
The Panthers celebrate the premiers of 21, the Penrith Panthers.
To those players and coaches, thanks for the memories. Now, turn our attention to the big screens again. It's the John Farragher Award, and John himself tonight presents his award for courage and determination. Johnny, over to you.
Thanks, Greg. This award started in 1979, the year after I had my accident. It started by then the Supporters Club. And the words courage and determination, well, those words, they typify this group of young players that we've got at the club. They've been an outstanding bunch of players. They're the best defensive side I've seen at the club in the last 44 years. And then you've got to go and pick a player out of that squad of players for courage and determination. I'd be quite happy to give this award to any one of half a dozen players, but unfortunately I only pick one. The player I picked this year is one of my favourite players. If I was to pick the top 17 side that I've been involved with the club, this player would make the side. For the position that he plays, I don't know how long he stays on the field. He can play anywhere in the forwards except for hooker. He represented his country this year, and the player I'm giving him an award this year to is James Fisher-Harris.
Did we see James Fisher-Harris?
This is why they've got so much energy to rush off the line and put pressure on it with the first charge back. Look at the numbers in there, the black jumpers. Plays it to Coruscant. Here's Fisher-Harris. What a game he's having.
What a player he is, what a leader he's become.
Couldn't get around Taylor. He's going to go to the sideline.
Still, Penrith are dominating the territorial affair.
Pass there for Fisher-Harris, who sits Drinkwater on the seat of his pants. Here's a play! Fisher-Harris!
He's nearly knocked the goalpost over. One of the co-captains for Penrith, James Fisher-Harris. His first assault on Canterbury's defence.
Hines has kicked before the last, and look who latches onto the kick.
Yeah, brilliant work from James Fisher-Harris.
Kenny, Fisher-Harris! Beautiful. He stormed through a hole, and the big fellas fired up.
At the moment, the Panthers.
It's been a big couple of years, hasn't it? And this one's another one. How are you feeling? Week off, coming into the prelim final, get the job done, get into the grand final, get the job done.
Yeah, has been a couple of good years, but yeah, as you're saying, got a couple more games to go, 80 minutes before we get to GF, so yeah, just narrowing our focus and day by day.
You've won this award before, a couple of times. What does it mean to win this award? Because Johnny's a legend of the club and good man, and he displays courage every day. What's the award mean to you?
No, it means a lot. Really humbled, and I know John. I speak to him quite often when I see him, And yeah, he's a legend of the club, as you said. Whoever's won this in the past have, been some really hard men on the field and off the field. So truly grateful.
And your partner in crime this year, Moses Leota. How good's Moses played this year?
He's killing it. I think, he should actually be up here. He's the man.
He is the man. James, congratulations on your season. All the best for the next couple.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now please welcome the coach to the stage, Ivan Cleary.
Thanks, Brandy. Welcome, everybody. It's been a great night so far. How good is it? It's been a really great footy night, I would say. So privileged to be part of this club and part of any footy club, but just see all the boys and all the girls down here together, hanging with each other and how much they enjoy each other's company. It's so cool. Tonight's sort of a retrospective look back at a great season. I'll talk about, I guess, what's to come as well a little bit later. It started out as, I guess, the question marks were going to be about our hunger after winning a premiership. We were going to be the hunted as well. Every side was going to be out after us each week. We had a late start to pre-season because of winning the premiership, coming back from Queensland and whatnot. We've got a great staff at this club. So the first thing we needed to get done was get a pre-season in after winning a premiership. One of our values is fitness at our club. And I must say, we had a change in performance staff. Shane Elford and Tommy Lovell led an incredible short pre-season where we had to get the work in. The question marks, as I said, was, were we hungry enough? I think those guys led a great program. I should also mention Mitch Delahaye and Pete Green. Sorry, Pete Green and Mitch Delahaye. So I sometimes forget which one's which. Incredible. Those guys are our physios, and you can't do a short pre-season unless everyone's on the paddock day after day after day, and those guys do an unbelievable job getting those guys on the paddock. So part of an incredible staff that I'm so grateful to be to work with each and every day, not just for their skill set, but the people that they are. We had a trial game. Our first trial game was a bunch of young guys playing against Cronulla. It was an unbelievable game. It was such a great start. Our next trial game was a train wreck against Parramatta, which, you know what, so the question marks were sort of there because we'd never had anything like that before. We quickly put that to bed at our round one performance against Manly. Absolutely the best round one performance that I've ever been involved in. We had a bunch of guys who hadn't played a trial game, which ironically gave us the confidence to rest players later in the season and the last round. Just the way we were able to perform. I think it sort of showed a fair bit about our training program and, again, how good that's been. We started the season, it was a 3-phase season. The first phase was really good. We went 8 wins out of 8 to start the year. The second phase was the origin period. We've mentioned how many origin players we had, which is a testament to not only the boys themselves and the work they put in, but also the club and their teammates. Last year we had probably the first time for a lot of those guys to play in that. We didn't really handle that as a club that well. We learned a fair bit. This year we were able to win every game through that period. I must say some of the leadership from guys like Fish, who was just up here, Kicks, guys like Moses, it was enormous through that period. Other guys like Sully, it was just a really good club sort of few weeks. Obviously, watching our Origin guys go to work, but also each week, whether they were coming back or the guys filling in were winning games. It was just, it was really, really enjoyable to be part of. Phase 3 had its challenges. We got the team back together. We went into camp, but for one reason or another, we lost players, injuries, suspensions, more challenges. Lost a couple of games, but I think in the end it's strengthened our resolve for what's to come. One of the proudest moments of certainly the season was the last round. It coincided with the first semi-final for the New South Wales Cup, who we rested most of the starters, or pretty much all the starters of the NRL team, and obviously that has its flow-down effect. Our New South Wales Cup team played the North Sydney Bears in the Roosters Feeder Club in the first semi-final, had an unbelievable win, which we all as a team watched up there in Townsville. And then our boys went out and played against the third-placed North Queensland Cowboys, full strength, up there in Townsville, and put in an unbelievable performance. It was so good to be part of, typified by Eddie Blacker's chase at the end of the game. We got beat, the score got away from us a little bit, but it didn't really reflect the effort, and I left that day feeling like our club was stronger for the experience, which I think was only proven last weekend. This has already been mentioned about Flag Cup and our NRL team having enormous wins. The vision of our club is to be a source of community pride, and I think I feel like last week was one of those examples where you would like to think that we are. Home games this year have been an absolute carnival. They've been around for a long time. It's just, we certainly don't take it for granted how many people turn up and watch us each week, and hard to get a ticket. And when we've been able to win, obviously most of the games just around town, and everyone's wearing the jerseys, and especially the amount of kids that wear Panthers kit these days is, it's a far cry from when I first arrived in Penrith, 10 odd years ago. So just feel so proud about that. It's so good. I know there's been a lot of thank yous tonight, but I'd like to just thank quickly the board just for giving me the opportunity to coach this amazing team and amazing club. Of course, the sponsors that make this happen for us. I want to thank the fans and the ones out there watching tonight. Now the lifeblood of our club. The players couldn't ask for a better group. So much fun, and just play hard every week. Just play through injury. Love playing, love spending their time together. It's just, you couldn't ask for a better crew. One of the things we really wanted to improve this year was leadership within the team. I don't think we could get a better leadership group than we have. I don't think there's a better one in the NRL. I also think trickling down from that, it's just right through our team. Whether you're a talker or an experienced guy or not, there's so many guys every week out there showing leadership, just the way they play, the way they train. You can't win as many games as we have unless you're consistent and humble and always looking to improve, and I'm so proud of that. The coaching staff have been mentioned tonight. We've got a couple of guys leaving, but they're just the absolute best crew. Again, not just because of their skill set, but the people they are. I want to have a special mention to Webby and Ciro. I had my own health issues this year. It's the first time in 16 years I've ever missed a game. So I'm stoked that you guys get back up for me. Some of the best performances of the year, mind you, so maybe I'm not that good. Just on that note, my wife Beck, whilst I was probably in my own little hell at times, stuck to the lounge for I don't know how long, but she's the best nurse in Australia. So thanks, babe, for everything you do for me, and especially in that period. She's also the personal assistant to our halfback, cleaning his house, doing whatever he needs to. On the weekend after a good game, he was given 2 dozen oysters, so little reward. The players' partners have been mentioned by our great chairman, Pete Graham. I just sort of also want to mention to those guys, girls, Yeah, the boys go through a lot. They cannot do what they do without you guys. You're the support network. You probably tell them sometimes what they need to hear as well, which is sometimes they don't always get. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Mel Kingston, quickly, she got mentioned earlier, how much she's looked after the partners box this year and everything that goes with that. It's been super smooth, so thanks, Mel, again. Quickly, just to the road ahead. As I said, this is like a retrospective night. Congratulations, by the way, to all the winners of awards. But there's an old saying, a rising tide lifts all boats. So what we're going for is we're trying to win a title, and if we can win that title, everybody's happy, and that's what it's all about. They say a week's a long time in rugby league. We've got 3 weeks to go, so much more action, so much more to do, and such a great opportunity. Just watching the games over the weekend and how brutal they were, I really feel like the week off's going to be really good for us. The vibe at training today was a special one. It's hard to explain, but I just know how focused these guys are and how tuned in they are to being the best they possibly can be. In that preliminary final next week against the winners of the Rabbitohs and the Sharks, and that's all you can ask for. The result will take care of itself. We do have the opportunity to be the greatest team in the modern era, which is no small feat. So all I can say is that these boys will do their absolute best, and I'm proud to be their coach. Thank you.
Thanks, Ive. The winner of the Merv Cartwright Medal will be announced shortly. So take a quick break, and then I think it's dessert. So have something to eat, and then we'll be back with the Merv Cartwright Medal. Thank you.
Welcome back to the live stream for the 2022 Merv Cartwright Medal. We're almost there, 9:10. Greg Alexander, he'll be back on stage to announce this year's winner. But in the meantime, I'm with the John Farragher Award winner for determination and courage, James Fisher-Harris. James, congratulations once again. Third time you've won this award. Why does it mean so much to you?
Oh, just resilience, pretty much. Go through injuries or tough things off the field and on the field, so it just shows your character. So, yeah.
And this team's got plenty of that character. You've shown a lot of resilience in the last couple of weeks. You were suspended, Jerome was out, Nathan was suspended. A couple of the young guys, they went really well.
Yeah, we've got a really good culture here. Whoever steps in our shoes does a really good job, and yeah, good vibes, and yeah.
Great vibes. How much do you love playing for this club? The Panthers mean a lot to you, don't they?
Yeah, well, pretty much family than this club, so that's how much it means to me.
And is there anyone in particular? I know Moe's your front row partner, but is he the player you love playing alongside the most, or is there another guy out there, and if so, why?
Man, I love the whole team, but yeah, Moss is probably, that's my guy. That's my bro.
So you're both very quietly spoken though, so can you give us a little bit of it, if you don't want to talk too much about yourself, can you give us a little bit insight into what he's like? Because he's very quiet as well. You put a microphone under his chin, he doesn't like it.
We call him the Tank. Yeah, because he's a beast. He can actually sing. He's got a good voice on him, so if you want to get him to sing, he's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that up my sleeve. Obviously a big win against the Eels last week. You go into a big battle in 2 weeks, either against the Sharks or the Rabbitohs. You've got the Tom Burgess, he may or may not be there. You've got Toby Rudolph if he's playing Aaron Fafita. How do you feel when you go in to face those big guys who are also great players?
Yeah, well, it's exciting. We're looking forward to the challenge, whoever it may be. I think every team from now on is really good, so it doesn't matter who we play. We're just really excited to play anyone, any forward pack.
What gives you the confidence that you'll get it done again, go all the way?
Just in our group, we got a pretty special bond, and yeah, we're ready to take on anyone.
Not long now until we announce the Merv, or we find out who the Merv Cartwright medalist is for this year. Who's your tip of the final five?
It's going to be a tough one. I think Yoey Dills, maybe.
Joint winners?
I don't know. I think they deserve it, but I don't know.
A lot of people think you deserve it now. After every home game, I always see you out in the field with your two kids. Yeah. They might be watching at home. What's your message to your kids at home?
Yeah, they are. I just want to say hi to Tahira and Dion and my partner, Nelly. I love you all, and I'll be home soon.
Daddy will be home soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. James, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations once again, John Farragher Award winner. Now to the best dressed man here tonight. He always upstages everyone here. A bit of Brian or magic. Can you talk us through? What are you wearing?
Just wanted to show you a bit of my Asian heritage. I got a bit of Chinese in me, found out from mum's side, so I think 1/8 of Chinese, so just embracing it with my partner, so yeah.
Is there a name for this traditional kind of dress wear?
I have no idea, but just saw a lot of movies, and I just call it the, Jackie Chan fit, so yeah.
And it looks really good. Now you've also got the plat back. Yep. On the weekend, you had the main out, so what can we expect in the prelim?
I don't know, just whatever comes to mind on that day, I guess, but whether it's out or platted up, I'm sure that everyone will be excited to watch. So.
Can we go back, just rewind a couple of days? Jesus looked fun out there on Friday night against Para.
Yeah, obviously it was good to be playing back at home with all the fans and that, and a special mention to our captain as well, Claire's, just been him, being there along the boys, it was really good to not only have him back, but also get the win for everyone.
Why is it so good playing alongside him?
On whose side?
Why is it so good playing alongside Nathan? He just gives everyone feeds off his energy.
Yeah, Glitz is just one of those players that you want to, play alongside with, and he's just a better friend off the field as well. So those are the kind of players that you want to play alongside with, and really grateful to have Glitz on my side.
Okay, so there's one wing spot up for grabs in the prelim final. Taylor won't be there. Who do you think fills his shoes? I know you're not coach, but if you were coach?
I reckon we need a bit of speed. I reckon throw Eddie Blackers in there. So
Eddie, yeah, in case any of the Sharks or Bunnies run wild.
Yeah, 100%. No, he's faster than me. So yeah, I'll throw Eddie Blackers now. But I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know who'll be in there. So yeah.
Okay, let's bring the focus back to right now. Who wins the Merv Cartwright Medal and why?
I got my money on Dill Edwards. Obviously he's been one of our best players from the start till now, and obviously he shows a lot of courage. On the field, the way he carries and saves a lot of tries, and those are just one of those 1%ers and the selfless players that you need, and he definitely leads by example. So yeah, I'll put my money on Dills.
Well, Bizza, thank you so much for joining us. One final shout out to the fans at home tuning in.
Yeah, shout out to all the beautiful fans out there. Thank you guys for watching, and also to my Asian brothers and sisters. Share. Cheers.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Best dressed once again. See you in the prelim next Saturday. As I said, not long now, 9:10. Greg Alexander will be back right there to announce the Merv Cartwright medalist for season 2022. Thank you so much for joining us once again for the live stream. And remember, get your tickets. Prelim final time, the Panthers facing either Rabbitohs or Sharks. Not a hotter ticket in town. Make sure you're there to support your mighty team at Accor Stadium on Saturday week. Thank you so much.
prestigious Merv Cartwright Medal, recognising the Panthers Player of the Year. Mervyn Earl Cartwright grew up playing front row for Penrith District, and as secretary of the club, he was instrumental in getting the club admitted to the top division of the Sydney competition back in 1967. On June 2, 1967, Merv was one of the 11 signatories who created rugby league history through their signing of the Memorandum of Association that brought the Penrith Rugby League Club into existence. So June 2, 1967, Merv was the man. This award honours the significant role that Merv Cartwright played in the formation of the club. To present this prestigious award tonight, please welcome to the stage Sam Jones, grandson of Merv Cartwright.
Thanks, Randy. Firstly, I just want to thank the club and the community for continuing to recognise and Mervyn, or Poppy Merv, for his contributions all those years ago. Also want to thank Peter Graham for mentioning Nan. She doesn't get the recognition she deserves. She was a big part of our family, but also the club when it come through. And the best describe is Pop was the head of the family and Nan was the neck. She'd turn him anywhere she wanted. So she was a big part of our family and all the success of the club early on. And I'm sure they're very proud of the club's success in recent years. So that being said, the Merv Cartwright Medal for 2022 is Dylan Edwards.
And Dylan Edwards, what a remarkable player he is. What a tough customer, Dylan Edwards.
Edwards powering back. Here goes Forrest Edwards. Oh, was that Scott Sattler? Or was that Dylan Edwards? I think you've been the best on the field tonight, Dylan Edwards.
There's Edwards, reliable as ever, always pushing through.
Stimson's going to be held up in goal.
What a tackle.
Unbelievable goal line defence. And now Moses and Papali'i half through a hole. Oh, dumped by Edwards.
Great tackle. Yeah, he's made the steal, Dylan Edwards. So good.
Gets across the line. There might have been a little bobble of the ball, though. It was Dylan Edwards.
The Panthers fullback, talk about putting your body on the line.
Great player, Dylan Edwards. Very underrated.
He's been more than just reliable. Dylan Edwards, he's been so safe.
Cleary, he's going to kick for Edwards. It's a pinpoint kick. It's a glorious bit of individual brilliance.
Outstanding, Dill. Really great year. You can only be underrated for so long, can't you? Like, you know, I heard that again. Someone said you're underrated. Well, I think that time is finished now. I think everyone rates you. You do it every week. That's what makes it so good. And I remember Ivan talking about you a few years ago, and he said, well, you know, Dylan's always in the top 3 players every week. So top 3 players of our team. And I remember Ivan saying that, and that's true. And this year you've been the best player a lot of the times, which is fantastic. So congratulations. I guess you have a chance now to thank those that you play with and, you know, the people around you that you love and have helped you get to where you are.
Absolutely. Thanks, Randy. Yeah, I'm very grateful and very lucky to play alongside such a great bunch of boys and even the whole squad. I mean, we come into work every day and we just enjoy each other's company. We all get along really well. Doesn't feel like a job at all, really. I enjoy every day, obviously, thanks to the coaches. They put a lot of time and work into all of us, but they've definitely made me a better footballer. Definitely wouldn't be here without those guys, especially Sarah. I've been sadly see him leave the club this year, but I'm very thankful for what you've done for me, Sarah. Obviously, back home, Mum, Dad, driving me everywhere, brother making sacrifices for me when I was younger. Can't thank them enough. I'm just incredibly grateful to receive this award tonight.
Well done. We've got a formality to cover off on. Skull time.
I don't drink it.
I know, you don't drink it, you just pretend. I don't drink it either, but I'll pretend too. Everyone, upstanding, and raise your glasses to the Merv Cartwright Medal winner of 2022, Dylan Edwards. To Dylan.
I'm not drinking. I'm off the drink.
He's off the drink. Yep. Well done. Dill, thank you. Yeah. Great result. Dylan's had a fantastic year, but as we highlighted earlier, we don't have a season that we've had without so many great individual years, and there were so many players that must have pushed Dylan right to the limit. Thank you everyone for joining us, especially those two that weren't able to be here but watched it on the live stream. Thanks for your attendance. We've got 2 games to go. We're all in it. Jersey Flag, New South Wales Cup, the NRL team. We're all alive. We're all fighting for premierships. This year, we've mixed it up a bit. We're doing it. We're amidst what we want to accomplish. And I know that the coaching staffs of all those teams and the players and our senior players are ready to do the job again. So, boys, everyone, congratulations on your season. It's been seriously, watching Penrith over the last few years has been such a treat, and you deserve all the applause you get and all the plaudits you get. So, congratulations and all the best, boys. Thanks, everyone. Out to Squires now. The night's not over for you that can drink, so see you at Squires.